Hello there. So in this video, we're going to discuss the plan for all these videos coming your way. So the basic plan is the 5 W's and an H. So the who, what, where, when, why, and how. The how probably being the most important question, how you're actually going to pull this all together. And the how, because it is so important, I've actually broken up into 2 videos to cover lots of different subjects on how to actually do this. One being the practicality of it, and then one just actually making it happen the day of. So we're going to go through a little synopsis of each video, and then that way you know what's to come. So first things first, like I said, the how. So the how will be 1, budget. Such a sensitive subject, such a tricky subject, but honestly, it has to be the first subject. It's the most important. You know, everyone tries to avoid the budget talk, right? Even when I sit with clients now, people are like, oh, I don't know, you need to have the budget talk. It is not negotiable because you cannot do anything without a budget. You cannot pick a dress, you cannot pick a venue, you cannot write a guest list until you know how many people and where you can afford to put them. So I know it's uncomfortable, but the budget talk has to come first. Then how part 2 is the making it happen. Writing a timeline, coordinating your rehearsal, coordinating your ceremony, all those things that actually makes it a wedding day. And some general tips and advice that I have, little nuggets of information that I can give you. And I give my friends. You know, it's funny, my sister goes to weddings and she'll come back and be like, oh my gosh, they didn't do this and I told the bride and she loved it. Or, oh my gosh, I saw that they did this and you do that and that's awesome. So these little tips that we just have and we pass on to people that sort of make the day a little smoother and go together a little better. Make your life a little easier is the goal, right? So then what? The what is the fun, right? It's the dream. It's the decor. It's the theme. It's the colors. It's all things you've been probably thinking about since you were 4 years old. The what is the fun section, but do not skip ahead to the what. You have to do the budget work first. That's your payoff for sitting down, having the awkward conversation. You get to go into all things fun and flowers and candles and good. Then the where and the when. So notice where comes before when. Very important here. I'm going to let you know a little secret. The biggest pet peeve of wedding coordinators is when you sit down with a couple and you start talking about their day and they say, we've set our date. And the first question that wants to come out of my mouth is, where are you getting married? And if they say, I don't know, but yet they've set a date, how can this be? Because until you have a venue, you do not have a date. I will repeat that. Until you have a venue, you do not have a date. I can't tell you how many brides I've sat in front of and they love the venue, they love everything about it, and I go, great, let's talk about dates we have available. And they're like, well, we're already set on one. We want June 23rd. And I say, oh, unfortunately, we're booked. And they just looked like stunned. And well, are you flexible on that date? Well, no. Oh, well, what is it about that date? Oh, well, we picked it. Why? Oh, I don't know. We picked it, but we already sent out save the dates. What? No. Do not do this. First of all, now you set yourself up for heartache. You found a venue you love, which is hard enough to do, a venue you can afford, and then because of a date, you can't get married there because you have some thought in your head about a day. The date is important, yes, but it should not be the first thing. So where, then when. And I will probably repeat that a few more times over the course of these videos. So the where is really the venue, right? But there's a couple different types of venues. There's the home versus destination. There's the unconventional venues that are super on trend with this rustic kind of barn theme that's going and I don't think is going anywhere. So that's the kind of current trendy thing. And then there's venues that are all-inclusive, not all-inclusive. You get to bring everything in. They do everything for you. So lots of different options. We'll go through all of that. The when, the date. But I'm going to give you a couple strategies on picking a date that'll save you a little bit of money too. The who, very important. all things who's coming, who's there, who's part of it. So guest list, bridal party, parents, and invitations. How to get everyone there, right? And the why. Now the why, I guess, is obvious, right? Because you love each other, you want to spend your lives together. But there's other whys involved. Why that date? Why a beach wedding? Why the summer? Why? And basically the reason us wedding coordinators go through this is if we can evoke the feelings and transfer them into something that will actually work with your budget and your venue, then we can achieve all your dreams simply because we know why you wanted them. So that's kind of soul searching and deep here a little bit, but we'll go through, why do you want a beach wedding? Because maybe you used to go to the beach with your dad when you were a kid and it's really good memories. Well, maybe we can bring in some of those memories into a ballroom wedding that's maybe a little more affordable. So we'll go through all of that and much, much more, lots of tips and stuff. So on to the first video, we're going to go into how part 1 budget talks.